Hello students, very good afternoon all of you. How are you all? I hope you have done the DPP which I have given the last time, and I hope the methods of differentiation and limits that is clear to you. So today we are going to discuss the integration part 1. In this we are going to discuss the indefinite integration. Hello Puvansh, how are you? Hello NK, how are you? You are always the first. Good. Good afternoon, AB. Just remember the rule. Write the name also with your comment. While you chat, please write your name. Hi Abhiram. So how is the preparation going on for JEE Main March attempt? Good afternoon, Warren. Just revise the chapters which we are teaching you and go through them and solve the previous year questions, and I hope you'll get very good marks in JEE Main March attempt. Abhiram, you have asked when will be the result of February declared? Most probably today, but we don't know the exact time. So let's start. So first of all, we are going to discuss the DPP which we have given the last time. Okay. Good evening, Srivit. Last class you were absent for the differentiation, and in the limits I remember you were present. So about myself, I am Amit Agarwal, BTech from MNIT Allahabad. I have a 19-year experience with various institutes of Coaching City, Kota, like FITCI, Allen and Career Point. About you, join class on time and watch the complete lecture, attend all the classes, and in case if you miss, then you can see the recording. Revise previous class topics before coming to class, and in addition to that, I'll say solve the DPP before coming to the class. Be polite with your peers and teachers on chat. Never spam or don't use uncivilized language. You can use my doubt section to ask doubts to the class without disturbing the other students and the teachers. For system requirement, for browser you can use either Chrome or Firefox. For Android you can use Android version 6 and above. The class will run smoothly on 5 Mbps and above. So let's start with the DPP. Let's say question number 1. I have selected few questions. If you want to ask more, you can. So in question number 1, what has been given? Let's check it out. The derivative of, let's say, fx is equals to, question is given as mod x minus 1 plus mod x minus 3. Now, we have to find the derivative at x is equals to 2. So, first of all, we should simplify at x equals to 2. Fx will be, this will give us x minus 1 and this will give us 3 minus x. So, fx is 2. So, f dash x will be 0. Question number 1. Very easy question. Okay. So, let's do question number 4 as well. 4. You can see in question number 4, it has been given that x square plus y square is equals to t minus 1 by t. And x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 is equals to t square plus 1 by t square. So firstly, we have to eliminate t. This is a parametric function of x, y in terms of t. So we should eliminate t first. Okay, we know that t minus 1 by t whole square is equals to t square plus 1 by t square minus 2. So put the values. Here you will get x square plus y square whole square is equals to x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 minus 2. So x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 plus 2x square y square is equals to x to the power 4 plus y to the power 4 minus 2. So we are getting x square y square is equals to minus 1. Then we'll get y square is equals to minus 1 by x square. Then differentiate both sides. 2y dy by dx is equals to, what you will get here? 2 by x cube. So x cube y dy by dx is equals to 1. I hope that is clear to you. Question number 1 and 4. Anything else you want to ask? You can. Any question? Otherwise, we'll start today's class. Anyone, any question you can ask? I'm waiting for your response. Purvansh, Varun, Abhiram, Srivit. Any question? Okay, then let's start. Indefinite integration. Sir, doubt. Okay. SA, what doubt beta? Puchiye. You can ask. Yes, which question? Be faster. Do we have only integers in JEE numericals? No, we can't say that. There can be a numerical, there can be answer, you have to round off that answer. Okay, that was the doubt. Okay, then let's start. Today we are going to learn indefinite integration, in which we'll use direct use of formula. Then we'll discuss substitution method, by parts method, integration of rational function, irrational function, some standard substitution for irrational function, and the last, integration of trigonometric functions. So I hope you will remember all the formulas of integration. If you need, then you can ask me. I'll let you know. So let's start with the first question. Integration 1 plus cos square x by 1 plus cos 2x dx. That's the question. This is direct formula based question. So use bit of trigonometry and then you can solve it. Tell me the answer. Anjali, Varun, Abhiram, Purvansh, Srivit. These are the few students I know, and rest, please write down your name so that I can call you and check whether you have done or not. Hi Balu, how are you? Hello Nitin. VK, you said Varun. Varun, you said x plus 10x by 2. Write down one more thing, plus c. Plus c, the integration constant. Don't forget that. Okay. Hello Aditya. Same here Balu. So 1 plus cos square x upon 2 cos square x dx. So we can say it will be integration sec square x plus 1 dx, and half will take outside. So answer will be half 10x plus x plus c. Okay, so same answer as Varun, Nitin said. Okay, what about the rest of people? Anjali, Purvansh, you got them? You got the answer? Okay, Nitin said he got the answer. Okay, let's move to next question. Cos 2x by sin square x cos square x. Good afternoon, Anjali. You were in the morning session as well? So you are attending both the sessions, or you left for after some time? I remember you were there in the morning. Integration cos 2x by sin square x cos square x. Okay, Snanjali, you just missed the class I just saw for half an hour. Okay. Fine enough. So you can attend. So you'll get cos x square x minus sec square x dx. So you can see the integration of cos x square x is minus cot x minus tan x plus c. So answer is Varun. There is a mistake of minus in your answer. Minus cot x minus tan x plus c. Purvansh said minus 2 cot 2x plus c cosec 2x plus c. Islanjali said minus 2 cosec 2x plus c. That's also correct. That's also correct. See, you can solve it by one more approach. What you can do, integration cos 2x multiply and divide by 4 so that it becomes sine squared 2x. See, whenever you see sin x and cos x, the first thing that should come to your mind is multiply and divide by 2. So sine squared 2x. So you will get 4 cosec 2x into cot 2x dx. Okay. Okay, Nitin, I'll explain it once more. So now the integration of this will be minus 4 cosec 2x by 2 because there is 2x, so we should divide our answer by 2. So finally we are getting minus 2 cosec 2x plus c. Okay, Nitin, let's see. Cos 2x formula is cos square x minus sine square x. So divide by sine square cos square. So you'll get 1 by sine square, that is cos x square. If you put the denominator below sine square x, then you will get 1 by cos square x, that is sec square x. So integration of cos x square x is minus cot x, integration of sec square x is minus tan x plus c. So either your answer will be this one or you can see this one. Okay. In exam, as our exam is objective, so first check with the option while you are attempting the question of trigonometry that answer is in half angle or full angle or multiple angle, so work accordingly. Okay, in JEE will both the options will be given? No, not at all. Not at all. Purvansh said mine was right, but how we will do in exam? So in exam there will be only one option. Okay, either of the two. Or if you convert, suppose you have done by this approach and you have got this. So you can write minus 1 by tan x minus tan x plus c. Okay, so if you solve it, I don't have a space. I'm writing it over here. So if you simplify it, you will get minus 1 plus tan square x by tan x. So multiply and divide it by 2 plus c. So this is minus 2 by sine 2x plus c. So minus 2 cosec 2x plus c. You can say that. Okay. So somehow if you have got this, then you can convert it in the multiple angle using trigonometry. Or if you have done in multiple angle, then you can convert it in single angle using trigonometry. Okay. So need not to worry what to do in the exam. Exam you can do any method. Okay. You will definitely get the answer. Everybody. So let's move to next question. Question number 3. Integration of sine 2x plus sine 5x minus sine 3x upon cos x plus 1 minus 2 sine square 2x. Okay. I'm giving you a hint. First simplify it using trigonometry. Okay. First simplify it. First simplify it, then you should solve. Integration sine 2x plus sine 5x minus sine 3x upon cos x plus 1 minus 2 sine square 2x. Very good, Varun. Very good. Perfectly right. Good. I'm writing sine 2x as 2 sine x cos x. Plus here I am applying sine c minus sine d. I'll get 2 sine x cos 4x dx upon. Here I am getting cos x. Now we can write this 1 plus minus 2 sine square x as cos 4x dx. So take 2 sin x common. We'll get cos x plus cos 4x cancel. So 2 sin x integration will be minus 2 cos x plus c. Very easy and tricky question. So just imagine, first you need to simplify it. If you try to integrate, then if you try to simplify, then it will be a difficult job. So first simplify it using trigonometry and then you should integrate. Okay. So Nitin said, nice one. Okay, Purvansh, you got the answer. Balu has got the answer. And Snehanjali, Abhiram, Anjali. Okay, let's start with the new question. See, this question has been asked in AIEEE Online 2012. Even this was a part of yesterday's, day before yesterday's AIMT. AIMT 5 All India mock test at Amazon. I think many of you have given. And the next AIMT is on 21st. Next AIMT is on just before, next AIMT was on 13th. Just before your JEE main exam. So do give that exam. That will boost up your preparation. Okay. So this one is an easy one. Direct formula. Here you have the options, so you need not to write the answer. Just tell me A, B, C, D. Which option according to you is the correct? Snanjali said option C, sir. Okay. Purvansh said option C. Good. See, we can write x square plus 1 minus cos square x upon Pratik said x square plus 1, so there are 2 PG. Okay, by cos square x dx. So we can see that we are getting sec square x minus 1 by x square plus 1 dx. So integration of sec square x is tan x. 1 upon x square plus 1 is tan inverse x plus c. Okay, now to get the value of c, we have f of 0. As f of 0 is 0, so we can see that c will also be 0. So fx remains as tan x minus tan inverse x. So f of 1 is tan 1 minus tan inverse 1. And what is tan inverse 1? Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. Okay, so answer should be option C. Purvansh, Pratik, Balu, Nitin. Good. Abhiram, you have not answered any of the question except the first one, I think. If you're there, then please answer and please reply. Okay, so moving on. Now, we'll study substitution method. See, in this indefinite integration, whenever there is a composite function, we need to substitute for something. So, what to substitute? See, here it is g dash x is there. So, whose differentiation is available, then let that thing as t. Then let that thing as t. So, here I am letting it gx is equals to t. Then we'll get g dash x dx is equals to dt. So, we'll get integration f t dt. That's very easy. Okay. So, whose differentiation is available to you, take that thing as, take that function, take that part as t. That is the tip of the day. Okay. So, next question for you. I'll appreciate if you solve it orally without using a pen. Directly write the answer. Tan of log x upon x. You can solve it directly if you just remember the formula, one formula. And if you don't, then I can write, just you will need this integration tan t dt. That will be log sec t dt. Log sec t plus c. Okay. Tell me the answer. Option C, Omkar. Pratik. जिसने अंजलि said C, Varun said C. Okay, बच्चों, good. Anjali said C. Abhiram, good. Okay, I think all of you have got this answer. Log x is equals to t, because we can see that dx by x is there. So dx by x is equals to dt. So question becomes integration tan t dt. So we can directly say log of sec log x plus c. Okay. So moving on to next question. Again, I want you to solve it orally. Integration 1 plus log x whole square by x dx. Varun said answer B. So fast. Good. Very nice. Option B, Omkar. Abhiram said B. Yes, orally. You should not use pen for such kind of question. These are very easy question. Very good. Snanjali said option B. Anjali said option B by taking. Even Snanjali has written the hint as well. Let 1 plus log x is equals to t. Aditya also said B. So let 1 plus log x is equals to t. Then dx by x is equals to dt. So our integration becomes d square dt. Okay. So moving on. Next question. Dx by 4 e raised to power x plus 9 e raised to power minus x. Abhiram, what you said? N power n plus 1 by n plus 1. I didn't get you. You're asking me to the formula of x to the power n integration? I don't think so. You are asking this, but it's formula, sir. Okay. Integration x to the power n dx is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. But think that, remember, n is not equal to minus 1. Okay. So moving on to the next question. Dx by 4 e raised to power x plus 9 e raised to power minus x. One by 6 tan inverse 2x by 3 plus c. Anjali, decimal part as t. Okay. Anjali, I think there is a typing error. You want to write e raised to power x in place of x. It should be 1 by 6 tan inverse 2 e raised to power x by 3 plus c. Yes, Varun, 1 by 3. No, it should be 1 by 6. So let e raised to power x as t. Then we'll get e raised to power x dx is equals to dt. Then the integration becomes 0. Integration becomes dt by 4 t square plus 9. Okay. So take 4 common. Take 4 common. Log. Aditya, not at all. Aditya, it's not differentiation. If it is e raised to power 2x in the numerator, then your answer is correct. Okay. So now the question becomes 1 by 4 dt by t square plus 9 by 4. I can write 9 by 4 as 3 by 2 whole square. So it is 1 by 4 into 2 by 3 tan inverse 2t by 3 plus c. That should be the answer. Okay. Aditya, you got it? Snehanjali said 1 by 6 tan inverse e raised to power x 2 e raised to power x upon 3. Snehanjali, that's wrong. Okay. Moving on to next question. Everyone got it? Next question, question number 8. This is the cube root. This 3 is the cube root. So, question is basically sin raised to power n by 3x upon cos raised to power n by 3 plus 2x dx. This is the integration. Okay, solve it. And tell me which option is correct. I have corrected. Thank you, sir. No need to thank you. No need to sorry. Hashtag anti-sorry. Hashtag anti-thank you. Anjali said answer is B. Okay, Anjali. Very good. That's correct. Nitin said answer is C. No, Nitin. If there is a typing error, you want to write B, then it's okay. Otherwise, C cannot be the answer. Abhiram also said C. Aditya said A. Okay, so we are getting different answers. Balu and Snehanjali said B, but it's the answer is B. C. What we can do is sine raised to power n by 3 cos raised to power n by 3 into cos square. Cos square will do separate, then sine upon cos will get 10 raised to power n by 3 into sec square x. Now let tan x as t. Then sec square x dx will be dt. So we are getting t raised to power n by 3 dt. So answer will be t raised to power n by 3 plus 1 upon n by 3 plus 1 plus c, where t is tan x. Okay. Nitin said I found my mistake. Mujhe maaf karo. Again I said no need to say sorry. Okay. Aditya has got his error. Fine. So moving on. Next, by parts approach, by parts method. See, in by parts method, there will be two functions. As all of you know, they will be in product. So we have to assume any one function as first and any one function as second function. So first function, let's say f1x, and the second function, let's say f2x. Okay. Okay. So first function f1x, second function f2x. So what's the rule? First function as it is into integration of second minus differentiation of first into integration of second and the whole integration. That is the rule for by parts. Now, how to select first function and second function? The selection of first and second function can be decided in the following order. We give first preference to inverse, second log, third algebraic, fourth trigonometric, and fifth exponential. Okay. See, I must tell you, here the word is written can be. Okay. So please remember, okay, one thing. What you should do, forget isolate or whatever sequence I am telling you. See, one function you need to differentiate and one function you need to integrate. Differentiation of any function you can do very easily. The thing's difficulty is to integrate. So the function which you can integrate easily, take that function as second function and the remaining function should be first. Okay. So just remember, the function in which you can do integration easily, take that as second function by comparison of in comparison to the other function. Okay. So let's start with some questions. E raised to power root x dx. See, first of all, do remember you know only e raised to power x. So first step should be let x equals to t square. Okay. Then dx will get 2t dt. So the question becomes t e raised to power t dt. Now you should solve using by parts. Okay. See, in the indefinite integration, it's like you have to remember so many tricks, so many formulas, so many things. Because we should, what I'm trying to say is, we can judge the question only by seeing it, that which approach we should follow. So, for this, you should know all the approaches, all the different approaches for indefinite integration and all the formulas. Okay. So twice of t e raised to power t dt. Varun said twice e raised to power root x into root x minus 1 plus c. Good. So answer should be this one. How many have got this answer? Okay. MF, no personal chats. What's your good name? Nitin said yes, you got. Snanjali got it. Now, should I tell you a trick for integration of fx into e raised to power x dx, where fx is algebraic function. Where fx is algebraic function. Okay. So what you can do, answer will be e raised to power x into fx minus f dash x plus f double dash x minus f triple dash x and so on till you get 0 plus c. This is a trick. Okay, suppose somebody asks you integration of x square minus 3x plus 5 into e raised to power x dx. So you can use this trick as directly x square minus 3x plus 5 minus the differentiation of this. Its differentiation will be 2x minus 3 plus the double differentiation will be 2 plus c. That should be the answer. You can directly write it. Same way I am using it here, twice e raised to power t than t minus its differentiation. So fx minus f dash x plus f double dash x. So by using this, but remember you can use it only in algebraic function into e raised to power x dx. Okay. Everybody, don't use anywhere else. So let's start. Good, Purvansh, you said nice method. Thank you. So next question, integration x plus sin x upon 1 plus cos x dx. Integration x plus sin x by 1 plus cos x dx. JB, you appeared in the chat for the first time. What's your good name? And are you late or you were silent? How's your preparation going on? Jawahar, yes, you are there in the previous classes, but not in the derivatives one. I think you are there in the limit. Next class is very important, in which we are going to learn about definite integration. There are different properties of definite integration. By using them, we can solve the questions very easily. So do attend the class. Okay. Jawar, if you want, you can attend the class in the English batch as well. Okay, in which we are using the language. Everything is same, but we are using both the language. The mode of communication is both the languages. Okay, so answer is option A. See, x plus, what we can do, write sin x as 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 upon 1 plus cos x. We can write 2 cos square x by 2 dx. So half of x sec square x by 2 dx plus we are getting tan x by 2 dx. Apply by parts here. Take this as first, this as second, and you'll get the answer. So we are getting half of x as it is, tan x by 2 into 2. Okay, minus differentiation of x is 1 into 2 tan x by 2 dx plus tan x by 2 dx plus c. You can see tan x by 2 will get cancelled. We'll get x tan x by 2 plus c. That should be our answer. So answer is option A. That's the correct choice. So how many of you got this? And still, sir, can we directly substitute t is equals to tan x by 2? No, not here, Jawahar. Not here. This is the question of by parts, not the trigonometry. Okay, Pratik said got it. Snehanjali got it. Good. Anjali. Sri, you said yes. Okay. Balu said explain once more. Okay, Omkar understood. Balu. Sine x, we can convert it in half angle, so we can write 2 sine x by 2 cos x by 2. Upon 1 plus cos x, I have written 2 cos square x by 2. So if I put this denominator below x, then I'll get half of x sec square x by 2 dx plus the 2 will get cancelled, cos will cancel, sine upon cos will be 10. Then applying by parts here. X as first function, sec square x by 2 as second. So half of 2x into the integration of sec square x by 2 will be 2 10 x by 2 minus differentiation of x will be 1. So these two terms will get cancelled and we'll get x 10 x by 2 plus c. Okay, Balu, is that clear? Hello Surya, you are here also. You are in the morning session. So Balu, you got it? Okay. Next, see, all of us knows about this e raised to power x into fx plus f dash x dx. That is e raised to power x fx plus c. So whenever we have integration, inside the integration e raised to power x into something, then we should try to rearrange that something into factors fx plus f dash x. Then you can directly say the answer will be e raised to power x fx plus c. See what you can do, take fx as first function and e raised to power x as second plus e raised to power x f dash x. You can leave it like this only. Then fx as it is, e raised to power x integration will be e raised to power x minus e raised to power x f dash x dx plus integration e raised to power x f dash x dx plus c. So finally we are getting e raised to power x fx plus c. This is a proof, although you don't require it. Okay, so do remember, whenever you have e raised to power x into something, then try to rearrange that something in two parts so that it becomes fx plus f dash x. Okay. So question number 11 for you. Surya joined now only, sir. Forget, sorry. Again, you forgot the rule. No, sorry. Sir, please explain again. This one, that's very easy. See, e raised to power x into fx dx. Whenever you have, like, Abhiram, I'll explain it by this one. By solving this question, e raised to power x into x plus 1 minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square dx. Whenever we have e raised to power x into something, then try to arrange that something as something plus some function plus its differentiation. So if we put x plus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, we'll get 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square dx. So you can see the differentiation of 1 upon x plus 1 is 1 by x plus 1 whole square. So e raised to power x upon x plus 1 plus c. That should be the answer. Okay. AB Abhiram, you said please explain again. I think now you got it. And Pratik or Purvansh PG, you also got it. So answer will be e raised to power x upon x plus 1. Okay, so try to arrange fx plus f dash x. So here comes one more easy question. Then we have a one tricky question. Question number 13 is a tricky one. So first solve this. Integration e raised to power x. Snehanjali got it. Jawahar, good. Okay. Surya, focus on your studies. Focus on your studies. E raised to power x into x minus 1 whole square upon x square plus 1 whole square. Solve it. X minus 1 whole square upon x square plus 1 whole square. Try to arrange it in the form of fx plus f dash x. Then only you will be able to solve this question. So long time. Omkar said, yes, Omkar, your answer is correct. This one is a easy one. 1 by x square plus 1 minus 2x upon x square plus 1 whole square dx. Yes, you've answered for the first time. Tell me your name and also you are late or you are silent. The answer will be e raised to power x upon x square plus 1 plus c. That should be the answer. Varun, same as RA. Okay. Nitin, Salt sir. Okay. Purvansh, Jawahar. All of you have got the correct answer. Good. So next question. Give this question a time, some time, and then answer. Okay. Don't answer this question in a hurry. Okay. Take your time. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes to solve this question. E raised to power x to the power 4 into x plus x cube plus twice x to the power 5 into e raised to power x square dx. Okay. Purvansh, this question will not take time because here you have options. But here I want you to give some time to this question. Okay. This is a good question. You can consider it star mark question. You can give it 5 star. Don't forget to download the DPP and solve. Next class is on Wednesday. Please solve the DPP before coming to class. Option B. Abhiram said option B. Jawahar said option D. Okay. Omkar said option A. Okay. Aditya said option C. So we have all the 4 options here in the answer chat. A, B, C, D. Surya said answer D. Okay. Who said option A? Omkar. Omkar, just check whether you want to answer A or D. Just confirm. Purvansh, PG, I don't know you are Purvansh or Pratik, but your answer is wrong, not B. Answer is not B. Answer is option D. Balu said D. Good, Balu. Okay, see. E raised to power x to the power 4 into. What thing has been highlighted in this? Here it is x square. So I am taking x common. I'll get 1 plus x square plus twice x to the power 4 into e raised to power x square into x dx. Okay. Taking x common. Okay. Pratik said answer is D. Purvansh, what you said? Small mistake. Okay. So let x square is equals to t. Then we'll get x dx is equal to dt by 2. So half of e raised to power t square into 1 plus t plus 2t square into e raised to power t dt. See, whenever you have e raised to power t into something, so what you should do, just rearrange the things inside. Okay, so what is inside? That is t into e raised to power t square plus 2t square plus 1 into e raised to power t square dt. If you see, if you differentiate this one, then you will get this. So we can directly say our answer is half of t e raised to power t into e raised to power t square plus c. Replace t by x square, then you will get half of x square e raised to power x square into e raised to power x to the power 4 plus c. That should be the answer. So answer is option D. Just check this. Those who have not got the answer, just let me know that whether it is clear to you or not. So answer is option D. Snyanjali, you said okay, clear. Omkar. Trigonometry formulas can be used in this chapter, am I right? Yes, we should or we can. Like where there is a trigonometry, then you should use trigonometry. Okay, so let's move on to next. That is integration of rational function. In this, there will be some constant upon quadratic. So what's the approach? That this is very easy. That you should arrange ax square plus bx plus c in the form of a perfect square. Okay. And if there is a linear biquadratic, then arrange the numerator as differentiation of denominator. So we'll arrange px plus q is equals to a into differentiation of this plus b. By comparing the coefficients, we can find the values of a and b. So the integration will become a into 2ax plus b upon ax square plus bx plus c dx plus b. We can find the values of capital A and capital B by comparing. So dx by ax square plus bx plus c. So here, if you see, if I take this as t, then it's the differentiation, so we can directly say dt by t. So log t will be the answer. A log mod ax square plus bx plus c plus b. This becomes the form 1. Then what we can do? We can again make the perfect square. So form 2 and form 1 are basically moreover the same thing. In form 2, you have to do a bit of extra work. Okay. So should I give you a question? That is clear to you? So moving on to the next question. X plus 1 upon x square minus 3x plus 2. This is the question. Are those to be memorized, sir? No, you have to remember, yes. As I told you, in indefinite integration, you should, by analyzing the integration, you should remember how to approach for that particular question. So for that, you should remember all the approaches. So, how many have got the answer? Do you remember the formula? X square minus a square. That is 1 by 2a. And what is a here? Half. So, ln mod x minus 3 by 2 minus half upon x minus 3 by 2 plus half plus c. That should be the answer. Purvan said done. Varun said done. Prateek said done. Okay. Varun, where were you from last 2-3 questions? Balu got it. Abhiram got it. Good. Jawahar, what about you? So that is clear? Everybody? Good. Next, see. Integration of rational functions form 3. Suppose we have a integration of this form. Let's say x square plus minus 1 upon x to the power 4 plus minus lambda x square plus 1. So for such kind of questions, what you should do, the first step should be, there are two abirams. Okay. So first what you need to do is divide the numerator and denominator by x square. So 1 plus minus 1 by x square upon x square plus 1 by x square plus minus lambda. Okay. So if you have 1 plus 1 by x square in the numerator, then arrange the denominator in the form of x minus 1 by x. And if you have 1 minus 1 by x square in the numerator, then arrange the denominator in the form of x plus 1 by x, because the differentiation of x minus 1 by x is 1 plus 1 by x square, and the differentiation of x plus 1 by x is 1 minus 1 by x square. So work accordingly and then you will easily get the answer. Okay, so next question for you. Integration of x square plus 1 upon x to the power 4 plus 1. Integration of x square plus 1 upon x to the power 4 plus 1. Sir, please show previous slide. Okay, Snyanjali. Is that okay, Snyanjali? Okay, fine. Varun said done. Okay, Varun. Varun, I think this will be the answer. So let x minus 1 by x as t. So we are getting dt by t square plus 2. So 1 by root 2 tan inverse t by root 2 plus c. Varun said done. Okay. Where t is what? X minus 1 by x. PG, write your name also, whether you are Purvansh or Pratik, because there are two PG. I got different, sir. Balu. Okay. Pratik, done. Balu, what you got? How you approach? See, simple. If you see x square plus 1 upon quadratic in x square, then first step should be divide the numerator and denominator by x square. And then work according to your numerator. If numerator is 1 plus 1 by x square, then make the perfect square of x minus 1 by x. So x minus 1 by x whole square plus 2. Then put x minus 1 by x as t. Okay. Pratik, what said? No sir, root 3. Purvansh, what root 3? Beta, x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 minus 2. So minus 2. Then to compensate this minus 2, I am added 2. So plus 2. So it will be t square plus 2. Okay, not root 3. It should be root 2. Balu, that is clear? Okay. So moving on to integration of irrational function. This is quite similar to what we have done in rational function. Quite similar. The difference is the formula. Okay. Because here it is a square root. Same way, if it is a quadratic, then we'll arrange ax square plus bx plus c in the form of x square. Or if there is a linear factor, then arrange px plus q in the form of differentiation of this. Means the same way, a into differentiation of the quadratic plus p. Okay. So next question. I hope that is clear because it is quite similar. So question number 16. Integration of x plus 1, but what you should do, x plus 1 is equal to, do remember that I said differentiation of the quadratic, not the denominator. So differentiation of this quadratic will be 2 minus 2x. plus b. First find a and b, then solve. First find a and b and then try to solve this question. Okay, a is equal to minus half. Yes, that's correct. But tell me the answer. Okay, or rather, you can match it with mine. Okay. So for this, I am letting 2x minus x square as t square. So I'll get 2 minus 2x dx is equals to 2t dt. So if I put 2t dt, 2 will get cancelled, minus dt plus twice will get dx upon under root 1 minus x minus 1 whole square. So I'll get here minus t, and what's the value of t? 2x minus x square plus 2 sine inverse x minus 1 plus c. That should be the answer. Varun said done. Prateek said done. So that should be the answer. Just, it's quite similar. Purvansh said done. Okay, Purvansh. Quite similar question that we have done in the rational function. Okay, Nitin, Balu, good Balu. Isnyanjali, good. Jawahar, understood. Jawahar, you have understood or you have solved it by yourself? Okay, so let's move to some important part of this chapter. See, we have some standard substitution for irrational function. There are 4 or 5 substitutions. Okay, but you should remember only these two. Okay, see, and I'll say only this one. Okay, not this one, because that is practical. Because under root has to be eliminated. So the factor inside the root is cx plus d. Then let cx plus d is equal to t squared. Do remember this. Whenever there is a linear into root over linear, then let linear is equals to t square. And whenever you have a quadratic into root over quadratic, but there is no x, ax square plus b into root over px square plus q, then put x equals to 1 by t. If you don't remember, don't memorize this thing, then you will not be able to solve this kind of question. So please do remember, put x equals to 1 by t for this kind of integration. Okay, is that clear? So moving on to the next question. Okay, everybody, you should solve. Integration dx by x minus 3 root over x plus 1. This is linear into root over linear. Don't try anything else. Try to eliminate the root. So first step should be let x plus 1 is equals to t square. Do remember this. This is an easy one. You should not take so much time for this. Then I'll tell you a trick for a particular question. Okay. Nowadays, JMain is asking it in once in every shift. You can say once in all the shift. Okay. In any one of the shift, this kind of question must be asked. Only one student said done. What's the answer? Purvansh, what is the answer? B. Varun, you need not to type so much. No, tan inverse. No, not at all, not at all. Varun, this should not be the answer. I think you have applied the wrong formula or you have done some calculation mistake. So here we'll get 1 by 2 into 2 ln mod t minus 2 by t plus 2 plus c. So our answer will be half of ln mod t minus 2 by t plus 2 plus c. That should be your answer. So answer will be option B. That should be answer. Anjali, your answer is also wrong. Ln 1 by 4 ln mod x minus 1 by x plus 3 plus c. No. Pratik said answer is A. No, Pratik, there is a mistake of minus in your answer. Okay. Answer is sure short B. So lots of students have done wrong. Okay. So reply. Varun, Pratik, Anjali. Tell me. Are you able to identify your mistake or not? GM, I missed the class, late to the class. Okay. I missed too, sir. Anjali. Okay, Anjali, that's okay. Perfectly right. But still, you have written, Anjali, ln x minus 1 by x plus 3. That should not be there. Okay, Varun have identified its mistake. GM, what's your good name? You are late to the class. No worries. You can see the recording. Okay. So moving on to next question. This type of question I was talking about are now very frequent. Okay, Rutvik. Okay, Rutvik. I remember you. So Rutvik, you can see the recording. Okay. So these type of question is asked nowadays. So in this, what you should do? You should take the highest power common from the denominator. That is the tip. That is the trick to solve these kind of question. Okay. So take the highest power common from denominator. Okay. Then you will be able to solve it very easily. Plus 2 whole square. Yes, here x to the power 14. Absolutely correct. Highest power is 7. Then when you take out 7, then it becomes x to the power 14. Okay. So you should focus on the highest power in the bracket. Okay. Whatever power is here, then we can arrange it. Okay. So we are getting 5 upon x to the power 6 plus 7 upon x to the power 8 upon 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 whole square dx. Okay. Now, if you see, that's how easy this question is. If you let this as t, the differentiation is available. Okay. So, what you should do now? You should let 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 as t. Then its differentiation will be 5 by x to the power 6 plus 7 by x to the power 8 dx with a minus sign is equals to dt. Then the question becomes minus dt by t square. So answer will be 1 by t plus c. No, just make it as log. No, what log, Rutvik? There is no log. If the power not must be 2, then it becomes the formula for log. Okay. Don't try, but just remember what you should do. Just take the highest power common. That is the tip for such kind of questions. Okay. So, Purvansh said answer is minus 1 by 4. Let's see. So my answer is, according to me, answer is fx is equals to 1 upon 1 by x to the power 5 plus 1 by x to the power 7 plus 2 plus c. So we can say x to the power 7 upon x square plus twice x to the power 7 plus 1 plus c. Now it is given f0 is 0, as f0 is 0, so c becomes 0. So what we getting as fx? We are getting fx as x to the power 7 upon x square plus twice x square x to the power 7 plus 1. Okay, so f of 1 is 1 by 4. Okay, who said, Anjali said minus 1 by 4 and Purvan said minus 1 by 4. So there is a mistake of minus, either in mine answer or your answer. Okay, let's check it out. So this is t, then this is dt, minus than dt by t square, 1 by t. I think my answer is correct. Yours is wrong, so answer will be 1 by 4, option A. Just check once again, Anjali and Purvansh. Mistake of minus. Rutvik said minus 1 by t. No, integration of 1 by t square will be minus 1 by t. Then there is already minus over here, so minus minus will be plus. So it will not be minus 1 by t, it will be 1 by t. What is the c value? C is 0, I think so. If you put f0, then it becomes 0. 0 upon anything is 0. So c is 0. So fx becomes x to the power 7 upon x square plus twice x to the power 7 plus 1. Okay, Anjali, you got your mistake. Pratik got it. Okay, what about others? So let's do one more question. See, first of all, I must tell you to identify this kind of question. Okay, what to identify? See, there are two linear factors and one has the power 8 by 7 and another has the power 6 by 7. The game is lying in this powers. You can see 8 by 7, I can write 1 plus 1 by 7, and 6 by 7, I can write 1 minus 1 by 7. So basically what you need to remember, what you need to memorize, that if you have a factors, two linear factors, and one factor has the power 1 plus 1 by n, another factor has the power 1 minus 1 by n, where n is a natural number, then what you should do? Then you should make whole square of any one of the factor. Then you should make whole square for any one of the factor. So in this particular question, dx by, I am making x plus 4 whole square. Here it was x minus 3 raised to power 6 by 7. So to make x plus 4 whole square, Rutvik sir, there are so many types of integrals, very hard to remember. Yes, my boy, very hard, but without pain, no gain. Without pain, no gain. Just remember, everyone wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die. So to get into heaven, you need to die. So to solve the equation of integration, you need to remember all the things. So x plus 4 whole power 6 by 7. Multiply and divide so that it becomes x plus 4 whole square. So do remember that whenever the power is of the form 1 plus 1 by n and 1 minus 1 by n, then you should make whole square for any of the factor, either x minus 3 or x plus 4, hardly matters. Then let x minus 3 upon x plus 4 as t. Why? Because its differentiation will be, in its differentiation there will be dx by x plus 4 whole square. And to eliminate this 7, let us assume this as 7. So tell me whether you got it or not, and if you got it, then try to solve this question, and if you didn't, then let me know, then I'll explain it once more. Okay, so it's up to you. Now it's your call, you should solve it. Okay, after that we are going to discuss the trigonometric integration. Okay, sir, are all types covered by you? Enough for JEE Mains? Perfectly, more than enough. I have covered almost all the important forms. I have tried this question many times and can't solve till now. Purvansh, you got it now or not? And now you should solve and see that you will be able to solve. Just remember, whenever the power is of the form 1 plus 1 by n, 1 minus 1 by n, then you should use this. Okay? And you can see this was asked in 2020. So we are trying to include the previous year question and the latest one. Okay. Sir, can you please solve it? Okay. If you differentiate this, then you will get 7 upon x plus 4 whole square dx is equals to 7 t raised to power 6 dt. We can see dx by x plus 4 whole square is t raised to power 6 dt. This is an easy one. So we are getting t raised to power 6 dt. And I can write x plus 4 by x minus 3 as 1 by t raised to power 7. So you can see, Ritvik, that is a very easy question. So we have got dt as our answer. So integration of dt will be t plus c. So my answer will be x minus 3 upon x plus 4 whole power 1 by 7 plus c. So that is very easy one. As Islanjali said, answer will be option B. Okay. Do remember the trick, make the whole square of any one of the factor. Hardly matters, answer you will get the same. Pratik, Varun, Purvansh, you got them? Good. You got it. So moving on to trigonometry. See, in trigonometry I am taking three forms. First is dx by a plus b sin square x, dx by a plus b cos square x, means some constant into square term of 2-degree term of sin x and cos x. Then very easy, multiply and divide by sec square x, the numerator and denominator. Then let tan x is equals to t. This is easy one. Okay, I think all of you have remembered this thing. So solve question number 20. Dx by 4 sin square x plus 9 cos square x. I am giving you only 1 minute to solve this, not more than that. This is an easy one. You can tally your answer with me. Varun said done. Good, Varun. Yes, that should be the answer. How many of you got this answer? This is easy form. Just divide the numerator and denominator by cos square x. Nitin said done. Purvansh done. Rutvik, what about you? Pratik, good. Balu, got it. The two girls, Snehanjali and Anjali. Sir, T is tan x. Yes, yes, yes. That I can understand. Oh, tan x. Okay, okay, okay. I just remember the answer of the previous question we solved today. Okay, sorry, my fault. So 2 tan x plus c. Rutvik, leave it. That was by mistake. Okay, fine enough. Next question, next form. See, if there is a linear power, single power of sin x and cos x, then we'll express the sin x and cos x in terms of tan x by 2. Okay, you remember the formula of half angle. Sin x is 2 tan x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2, and cos x as 1 minus tan square x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2, and then let tan x by 2 as t. Okay, so Directly we should solve some questions. Okay. Dx by 4 plus 3 sin x plus cos x. That is the question. I must tell you about the next class. Next class is very important. We'll discuss the different properties of definite integration. So don't try to miss that class. Don't think of missing that class. Okay? Just put sin x is equals to 2 tan x by 2 by 1 plus tan square x by 2. Rutvik, tomorrow there is no maths class. Next maths class is on Wednesday. And there is a slight change in your timetable timings. Now the timing will be at 11 a.m. for English batch. And for English batch, the timing will be 3 p.m. Okay? So do remember, if you want to attend in English, then you have to come at 11 a.m. Wednesday. Okay, Varun said done. Good, Varun. Oh, sir, I have a school on Wednesday. I'll miss it. Okay, then you can see the recording, Rutvik. Don't worry. You can see the recording of the class. Or you can attend in English batch at 3 p.m. if you can understand a bit Hindi. So let tan x by 2 is equals to t. Then we'll get 2 dt by 3t square plus 6t plus 5. Take 3 common. You will get 2 by 3 dt by t square plus 2t plus 5 by 3. Then make it a perfect square. Okay, a quite lengthy question but easy one. Okay, so 2 by 3 into 1 upon root 2 by 3 tan inverse t plus 1 upon root 2 by 3 plus c. That should be the answer, where you can replace t by tan x by 2. So root 2 by 3 tan inverse tan x by 2 plus 1 upon root 2 by 3 plus c. That should be your answer. So how many of you got this answer? Easy one. Just whenever there is some constant plus sin x and cos x, single degree, then you should convert it in tan x by 2. Okay, do remember this. Okay, Snehanjali, Balu, you got that? Good, beta. Pratik, done. Okay, fine enough. So last form for today is sin raised to power mx cos raised to power nx dx. See, if mn and n are natural numbers, if one of them is odd, then substitute for the term which is having even power. Suppose we have sin cube x into cos raised to power 4x, then we'll let cos x as t. Suppose both are odd, then substitute for either of them. You can put it anything, but what you should do, you should first look for the options. If answer is in terms of cos x, then you should let cos x is equal to t. If answer is in terms of sin x, then let sin x is equal to t. If both are even, this is the least probable to come in J main. Okay, least probable. Why? Because if both are even, then you should use trigonometric identities. Okay, this is the more probable. This one you should make star. Okay. If m and n are rational number and m plus n is negative even integer, then put tan x is equal to t or cot x is equal to t. Nowadays, this is the favorite of J main persons. M and n are rational numbers and m plus n is negative even integer, then put tan x is equal to t or cot x is equals to t. TS said it should be only root 2, only root 2. No. TS, what about which question you are talking about? No, what I think what you have done is you have taken 3 common, but you have left 5 here. It should be 5 by 3. I think you have done this mistake. Okay, TS. So moving on to this form. See, sine cube x cos raised to power 4x. Yes, Rutvik, we are going to solve some questions. We are going to solve 2 questions on based. When we'll have JEE advanced classes, Nitin, just wait. We'll update you about the schedule. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll solve. So here, both are odd, then you can assume anyone as t. So I'm assuming cos x as t. Before that, I'll arrange sin square x as 1 minus cos square x into cos raised to power 5x dx into sin x dx. Then let cos x is equals to t. Okay, solve it. Nitin, just wait. We'll update you regarding JEE advanced, but first you should focus on JEE main. JEE main is important. If you get a good score, then only you should focus. What score you are expecting in JEE main February attempt? This should be the answer. So minus cos raised to power 6x by 6 plus cos raised to power 8x by 8 plus c. That should be the answer. Pretty easy one. If both are odd, then you can take any one of them as t. If one is even, one is odd, then you have to substitute for the term of even. Everything will be disclosed soon, my child. Rutvik, don't worry. As per you, a result is about to come. I am not the one, I am not the like Pandit who can declare the percentile cutoff. Okay. So don't worry. See, just focus on your work. Do your work with honesty and full dedication. Don't bother about the result when you are honest and dedicated. Okay. So moving on to next question. Okay, see, Rutvik, you are asking about this. Okay, one question I will solve and another you will solve. Here, m and n are rational numbers and you can see m plus n is minus 2. That is negative even integer. So you can see that for this, we should take either tan x as t or cot x as t. See, this option is sure shot wrong. This option is sure shot wrong because answer is in terms of sine and cos. Okay, we are left with 2 options. So you can do elimination as well. So, I'm writing it tan raised to power minus 11 by 7x. So to write it as 10 raised to power minus 11 by 7, I have divided by cos raised to power minus 11 by 7. So into cos raised to power minus 3 by 7, we'll get cos raised to power minus 2x dx. So we are getting tan raised to power minus 11 by x into sec square x dx. Now let tan x as t, very easy question. So integration t raised to power minus 11 by 7 dt. So we'll get t raised to power minus 4 by 7 upon minus 7 by 4 plus c. That should be answer. So answer is option C. Clear? Everyone, that is very important. This one is very important. Okay? So just remember, when m plus n is negative even integer, then either you should convert the question in tan x or in terms of cot x. Let me know whether you got it or not. Then we'll move to next question. Okay. Okay, next question for you. This has been asked in JEE Main 2019. Sec raised to power 2 by 3, cosec raised to power 4 by 3. First convert them in sine and cos and use the previous method. sec raised to power 2 by 3 into cosec raised to power 4 by 3x. In the last, we are going to do the star mark question. One question we are going to do which is star marked. That is an important question, tricky question. Balu, what you said, negative? Because sec is sec raised to power 2 by 3, then I can write cos raised to power minus 2 by 3, or cosec raised to power 4 by 3, I can write tan sine raised to power minus 4 by 3. Okay. Then there are three answers in terms of tan, one option is in terms of cot. So convert it in terms of tan. So you will get tan raised to power minus 4 by 3x into sec square x dx. So let tan x as t. Then we'll get t raised to power minus 4 by 3 dt. So answer will be minus 3 into t raised to power, t is tan x, minus 1 by 3x plus c. So answer will be option C. That should be the answer. So nobody has responded. What is the matter? This was the easy one. How you got the second step, Rutvik? Just to make this tan, what I should do? I should multiply by cos raised to power minus 4 by 3 and divide. If I divide cos raised to power minus 4 by 3, then it becomes 10. Okay. Then here, if I multiply by cos raised to power minus 4 by 3, then it becomes cos raised to power minus 2. And cos raised to power minus 2 is sec square x. To remember. Okay, Rutvik, now you got it? Balu has got it? Yeah, got it. Okay, the last question for the day. This has been asked in JMain 2018. Sin square x cos square x upon integration of sin raised to power 5 plus cos cube x sin square x plus sin cube x cos square x plus cos raised to power 5x whole square dx. This one is the last question for the day. Again, I repeat, next class is on Wednesday, definite integration, integral 2 at 11 a.m. for you people. And if you want to join in English batch, then you can join at 3 p.m. Rutvik said C. Okay, so fast. Good. Sir, option 3. Okay, Nitin, you said option B. No, Nitin, I doubt your answer is wrong. Omkar, your option is correct. Option C. See, what we should do, take the highest power of cos or sine common. So, I am taking highest power of cos common. Okay, so we'll get sin square x cos square x dx upon. Here, if I take cos raised to power 5 common, then it will become cos raised to power 10x. So, sin raised to power 5 upon cos raised to power 5. This will become tan raised to power 5x plus tan cube x plus tan square x plus 1 whole square. Okay, see. Sin square upon cos square will become tan square. 1 cos square will get cancelled. So left with sec raised to power 6x. So I'm writing it 1 plus tan square x whole square into sec square x. And if you factorize the denominator, you will get 1 plus tan square x whole square into 1 plus tan cube x whole square. Okay, so finally we are getting integration as tan square x sec square x dx by 1 plus tan cube x whole square. So let 1 plus tan cube x as t and you will get the answer. Okay, Puvansh. Everybody, most of you have got the correct answer. So that's fine. So see you on Wednesday, 11 a.m. Integrals part 2. How do we know that we factorize the denominator in that way? No. See, tan cube x is common from here. So we'll get tan cube x into tan square x plus 1. And tan square x plus 1 is already here. So this is giving us hint to take tan cube x common. Okay? Sir, can 2021 February papers be uploaded on this app for solving? They are very helpful. Okay, I'll forward your request to the concerned person. Let's see what we can do. Okay, SG. So thank you. Do join me on Wednesday, 11 a.m. Okay. So thank you and happy learning. Bye-bye. Take care.
For detailed videos, daily practice problems and live chat, visit academy.amazon.in or download the app.